Hello, my name is Rebecca Protzman, and this is my personal social media audit for MCO 307 at Arizona State University. The account I will be auditing today is my own Instagram account at divine_punk. The name Divine Punk was something I'd been using as my website and email since my beauty industry days, a name I hoped would represent the paradox of life and design. I started this account as a professional painter in 2012 and built it as a fine art portfolio until 2020 when I opened up a new product line and decided to diversify from just fine art. I still have my fine art website, rnoel.com, but my new project, Divine Punk Home Store, is a 5-star Etsy shop where I sell handcrafted items and artwork, as well as travel posters, prints, greeting cards, and more. My Instagram account is an amalgamation of both sites. Types of content. Divine Punk's Instagram account content consists of business-oriented posts, like fine art photos, holiday and seasonal posts, product announcements, ads and sale announcements, event announcements, and on-brand product photos, behind the scenes and in the field photos, outside publicity like interviews, articles, and podcasts, as well as product shares from the businesses I love. I also have personal content like family photos and tributes, human rights and diversity advocacy, videos and photos relating to my French studies, posts about two of my favorite loves, music and baking, funny and interesting memes and inspiration, and personal stories, videos, and photos of me and my life. My relationship with my audience. I currently have 926 followers, and these are their Instagram demographics. They are 66.9% female, and the largest age group is 35 to 44. 88.5% of them are in the US, and 23.7% are in San Diego, where I live. I don't feel that I'm really being seen by my whole audience, even when I boost posts and post them at the ideal time of day. However, the people who are programmed to always see my posts are wonderful and supportive, and we have a sense of mutual respect and admiration for each other. My followers are made up of old friends, new friends, people I don't know personally, and many artists. Our community has sort of a silent pledge to build each other up, and it helps that we really do admire each other's work. I rarely get negative comments, and when I do, it's because a human rights or social campaign post goes against someone's viewpoint. I'm ready and willing to have an adult conversation with someone who doesn't agree with me, but I don't like nasty comments and other people's negativity bogging down the energy on my page, so I usually just delete comments from anyone looking for a fight. It rarely happens anyway, and it's usually someone I don't know. Other than the seldom occurrence of negativity, I feel a lovely, mutually beneficial relationship with my followers. If they engage with me, then I follow them back and engage with them. If they support and advocate for my business, I do the same for them. When people comment on my posts, I like their comment and comment back. I figure if they took the time to engage with me on my content, I owe them some acknowledgement. Here is my SWOT analysis for my Instagram account. Strengths. The content is beautiful. It's joyful, colorful, and inspiring. The landscape artwork shows lovely scenes from throughout San Diego, California, and other states. The products are unique and well photographed. For example, all of the Christmas tree topper angels were photographed with clear branding in mind by a professional product photographer. There is diversity in the posts: artwork, personal stories, videos, ads, holiday posts, event announcements. There are many interesting things to look at, watch, listen to, and read. My company has a loyal fan base that has been very slowly growing over the years, as well as high customer satisfaction. I make a point every day to like, comment, and share the posts of others whose work I believe in. I have many mutually beneficial, supportive relationships on Instagram. Weaknesses. After doing so much research on Martha Stewart, Marie Kondo, Better Homes and Gardens, and other well branded accounts, I realized that the content on my page is not as cohesive as it could be. There are times where I've been posting a series one day after another, and those parts of the profile go well together. But my work and ideas and the items I sell are so diverse that I seem to be lacking a clear branding message. Perhaps it's because I'm stuck between the fine art gallery of my artist name, R. Noel, and my Etsy shop, Divine Punk, and trying to represent both in one place. For the past year, our Instagram following has hovered around 926, but our fan base isn't growing quickly. I've started ignoring my number of followers as it ebbs and flows because I know that most of those people have their accounts electronically programmed and linked to follow, unfollow. Another weakness is my sporadic posting. I've gone astray from any kind of regular posting schedule. Our biggest weakness is that we have very little funds to invest in our business. Every time we sign up to do an art fair, for instance, we have to pay $500 rent in advance for a 10 by 10 foot booth. Plus, we pay for greeting card inventory and packaging, prints, mats, backboards, frames, and so on. Not to mention the costs of the paints, boards, and brushes and time it takes to create, and the travel time and costs. With me in school and not having any other income, it's been very hard for us to stay above breaking even. Opportunities. One opportunity we have is to appeal to the potential true fans through participation as an ally of human rights and diversity movements. I've been sharing the powerful works of other artists as a way to bring awareness to both their names and their causes. Being vocal about things that are important to me is something I avoided for a long time on my Instagram account. But as I've watched my favorite artists like Myra Coleman and Mary Englebright speak up about what they believe in, I've not only gained the courage, but also realized that it's become very important to me. Being vocal might lose me some followers, but in the end, I think it will help me find my true fans and advocates. Speaking of advocates, another great opportunity we have is to use and be brand ambassadors. Teaming with other businesses to create awareness for both businesses should be one of the top priorities for my page. Threats. One threat that I face is artists who are less diverse, whose work is clearly branded, like the page of artist Britt Bass Turner seen here. I've tried to put myself in one art style box or use one medium or technique, but that's not for me. I experiment a lot, and I've been told by gallery owners that my work is too diverse for me to be recognizable. Continuing to be stuck outside the algorithm is also a threat I hope to overcome. When a post gets picked up, it's fun to ride the wave of attention the algorithm provides, but it doesn't last. I guess I just sometimes wonder if there are too many other artists and business owners playing the game better, and wonder if I will always be stuck on the outside. The intense competition as an artist is also a huge threat. Here are just a few of the amazing landscape artists I follow on Instagram. As an artist, there are always going to be what seem like millions of people out there who are more skilled and more talented than I am. Facing that realization and being able to continue on my path every day is part of the artist's struggle. Also, there are so many people in the world now who are both amazing artists and amazing business people, or who have a business marketing team supporting their work. These people also know how to use social media apps to their full advantage. Anyone who has stories on Instagram figured out has an advantage over me, because I've only figured out how to share other people's stories. Making my own is definitely something I need to start doing. Considering the audience, Divine Punk's Instagram currently has about 2,000 seekers, 926 joiners, and 25 amplifiers. Seekers. In order to determine the number of seekers on our account, I will look at the difference between likes on sponsored posts versus unsponsored. This boosted post for 40% off sale got 363 likes, and the cool photo of me below it, of me painting in Borrego Springs, only got 71. I will also look at a normally circulated post versus one that was picked up in the algorithm. This Deepak Chopra share that got picked up in the algorithm got 999 likes, while the Lucy meme below it that didn't get picked up in the algorithm got only 49 likes. I can also compare a video of me performing in the musical Chicago that did well in the algorithms and got 374 views, whereas the one I posted only seconds before it of me performing in a professional tango show in San Francisco only got 8 views. Those are my 3 best performing posts. So I will assume that other likes and comments are mostly from followers. Looking at the numbers difference between likes on posts that are seen by strangers and likes on normal posts, I would say that I have access to about 1,500 to 2,000 seekers. Joiners. I currently have 926 joiners or followers on Instagram. We have gone up in numbers here and there, but we never get below 920. Amplifiers. I currently have 25 accounts, or maybe more, who have actively shared my content or promoted me in their posts. This ranges from churches and museums whose buildings I've painted in my artwork, to galleries promoting upcoming exhibitions, to neighborhoods grateful for public art, and of course, my best friend who collects my art, hires me to create designs for her, and promotes me on both her professional and personal accounts. Next steps. Here's how we will optimize our strengths and opportunities and minimize our weaknesses and threats. Optimizing our strengths. The first step in capitalizing on our strengths is to continue creating and designing beautiful quality content. I intend to take that a step further by getting clear on branding decisions for the page's visual content. I have made some branding decisions. There are definitely themes in the content. I have a logo, and I think that my voice is clear in the text, but I think I need to sit down and decide on a color palette, font styles for ads, and other details that will make the content gel. My products are unique, especially my angels, and I want to continue building that portion of the business with new inventory coming out each year and ad campaigns created around introducing and selling them. I have lots of 5-star reviews for my angels, which I will include in the ads. I used to only post simple photos of my artwork, but I've begun to accept and embrace the idea of post diversity. I'm going to make an editorial calendar that schedules this year's content using the rule of thirds: 1/3 original content, 1/3 conversation, and 1/3 shared content. I want to make sure that most of my loyal fan base and I want to make the most of my loyal fan base and my great relationship with my fans by continuing the conversations, as well as the give and take support. I think that sometimes as a smaller business or small artist, we can feel ignored by the world, shut out of algorithms, and forced to pay just to be seen by our own followers. So I believe it's incredibly important for us to show up for each other. Sometimes a supportive comment from a fellow artist is the thing that helps me get my paints out that day, and I like to think that I do the same for them. Optimizing opportunities. Being a vocal human rights ally is going to be really important for my Instagram account, and it feels right for my business. I'm not talking politics or negative posts, but sharing beautiful art that makes a social statement. I want to continue doing this because I think it builds the integrity of my own brand, but mostly because I want to advocate for the causes and artists I believe in. I also want to start enlisting more of my amplifiers, as well as maybe some new ones, to become brand ambassadors. I'm about to release a new product line of jewelry rings for hanging earrings. and I'm partnering with a friend of mine who makes beautiful beaded earrings. I figured if we both get behind advocating for both products, we will reach many more potential followers and hopefully acquire some conversions. Minimizing weaknesses. I have to start working on designing more cohesive branding. It's possible that I need to have two separate pages, one for Divine Punk Home Store and one for our Noel. But I keep thinking, if Martha Stewart can produce content with such incredible diversity in a cohesive, on-brand way, then I can too. I'd like to find some pages that represent both an artist and the artist business and study how they're able to successfully accomplish clear branding. At least I'm more aware of these concepts than I ever have been, so I'm on the right path. I need to figure out ways to increase my follower growth, but also to sustain those followers. I think that planning out post content and creating targeted campaigns will help, but I also need to plan paid campaigns so I can reach non-followers and start bringing new people into my funnel. Getting on a regular posting schedule and being dependable with content will be crucial to growing and retaining my audience. When it comes to finding funding and bringing in more income, one possible way might be to set up my business to sell directly through Instagram. I've been holding off on this because I want to push people to my Etsy page, but I know a lot of people are making great sales on Instagram. Another way I could bring some more money into the business is to apply for Venture Devils and seek a business grant based on my business and marketing plans plus future projections. I feel it's important for me to continue collecting and refining that information, and ASU's Venture Devils seems like a great place to get the educational and financial support to help me directly benefit my business with what I'm learning. Minimizing threats. As far as threats go, artists with clear branding are only a threat to me if I fail to get my own branding clear. Even though I've had people tell me that my work is too diverse, I'm still determined to find a way to pull the diversity together into something cohesive. My plan is to find pages of diverse artists who I love and take notes on how their work pulls together visually. Then I will go through my own basic content assessment and figure out how I can better brand my visuals. I need to stay on top of what it takes to beat the algorithms. Posting at the right days and times of day is very important. Creating strong targeted content is important too. Sharing the work of others and using the right hashtags could also be a way to better my chances. Key for me in facing the endless competition of other better artists in the world is to learn from them, appreciate them, but not allow myself to be threatened by them. I need to stay on my own path, nose to the grindstone, and do all the things I'm learning in school that I know will help me grow my own individual audience in my own time and keep that audience. I will stay true to my own voice as an artist and continue to get closer to clear branding for my overall business. I'm going to learn how to use Instagram to my greatest advantage and especially learn how to post and organize stories. I will share the content of others, support others, and be a positive vocal ally for human rights. The key is to stay on my own individual path and stay true to my own heart because I believe that is what helps all artists to succeed. If we can remove the idea of competition from our beliefs and interactions, the world and social media will be a better place. In conclusion, I think it's clear that I'm still in the discovery process, but I'm also proud of the content, follower base, and relationships I have cultivated so far. I'm very grateful for everything I've learned in this class, and it's a thrill for me to apply it all directly to my business. Thank you so much.